guys, it's George, it's Shredded Every Day, and today we're talking about these things, supplements. Now, since the year 2000, there's been over 1,000 supplement manufacturers producing over 30,000 different products, consumed by over 100 million people. It's a huge billion-dollar industry. So which supplements do we choose, and which supplements do we avoid? Today I'm going to give you just 4 essential supplements that are going to be good in value and are going to be effective towards your goals. Remember though that no supplement can replace food. No supplement can make up for a diet that's high in fat or over in calories, not fitting your macros, and for someone that isn't doing a good workout routine. There's going to be no bodybuilder out there who can just sit on his ass, eat whatever he likes, and have this amazing supplement that's going to create amazing results. There's a lot of hype about these amazing fat burner products like Hydroxycut and all these crazy things. But remember, they're just caffeine drinks, and they're just like coffee that's going to increase your metabolism that way. But still, it won't be any effect at all if you don't have less calories in than you burn if you're looking to burn fat. Also, be careful with magazines that you read, because a lot of magazine publishers and companies will also own supplement companies, and they'll be deliberately pumping out their supplements in the pages that they write about. So be careful about all the stuff that they claim, and always research the thing that you're looking at, look at reviews, and really go into depth before you buy, so you make sure you're spending your money well. Out of all these supplements, none of them will have a drug-like effect that's going to give you steroid-like benefits, huge muscle gains and fat loss at the same time. If there is a supplement out there that does it, it's because it's got drugs in it, and it's probably illegal. And remember the difference between supplements and steroids. Supplements are food. They're something that's going to help you fill nutrition gaps to make sure that you've got the best environment for building fat and burning muscle. Steroids are drugs. So don't be worried about taking supplements, because they're simply another form of food. And remember that real food, real weight training and real nutrition is better than any drug that you could take, because there's no side effects and it will set you up for long-term benefits. At the end of the day, supplements provide 2 things. One is convenience, because they're quick, fast, easy ways to get your food requirements for the day. 2 is their insurance, because they can make sure that you have all the nutritional gaps filled, so you're not deficient in any one particular substance. So, what are the 4 that are essential? And then after that, I'll talk about some extras that you could consider, and the ones you definitely should not consider. Let's get into it. Okay, essential supplement number 1 is protein powder. I use Optimum Nutrition's 100% gold standard whey protein powder. The flavors I like are vanilla and chocolate, you can't go wrong with them, but there's loads of other ones like cookies and cream and peanut butter and all these other ones that are really effective as well. The protein powder is excellent for getting your protein needs for the day, because it's really tough and really expensive to buy tons of chicken and tuna and all the other different meats and eggs and all that stuff, and it's hard to get all that food, and it's very, very expensive. So whey protein powder is quick and convenient, and as long as most of your protein comes from real food, then this is a great one just to top it up and get your protein needs for the day. Many supplement companies will also talk about absorption rates of protein powder. You can have whey concentrate and whey isolate, and the isolate is faster absorbing. And they also talk about hydrolyzed whey. At the end of the day, it's all pretty slow really. I mean, for this protein powder, my body will absorb around 8 to 10 grams of this protein powder per hour. And that's if I have it by itself with water. If I have things like milk and banana and make it into a shake or a meal, then it's going to be much slower than that. And this is pretty fast absorbing, they claim. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, because your body will eventually absorb everything, and it doesn't matter if you haven't had protein for a while because you had it from the last meal. So it's really not a major problem. So essential supplement number 1 is whey protein powder. As another option though, non-essentials, is you can also have casein protein powder. This they say is slower absorbing and it's good for like nighttime protein or if you're having long periods between meals. I don't have it for that benefit because I know it's really a myth and it's not really a big thing. I have it purely because it tastes good. It's good for cooking. It actually comes out a lot thicker and it makes the yogurts and puddings quite thick. So it's purely for taste. It's purely for the thickness and the personal preference really at the end of the day. One thing you really shouldn't be buying is this stuff, ladies. This is the female protein powder. It's no different to the one I showed you before. And in some cases it may be worse because a lot of female supplement companies will just fill it with fillers and crap to make it bulky and make it cheaper for them and more expensive for you and less effective for you. So you don't have to buy this female protein powder, just get standard whey. Essential supplement number 2 is a multivitamin. Now, when you're on a deficit of calories, you're not getting in as much food as you need. That's why it's triggering to burn fat. So a multivitamin or multivitamin, however you want to pronounce it, is an insurance policy to guarantee you're getting all the minerals and vitamins that your body needs even when you're on a deficit. And these ones are specifically for men. Again, it's Optimum Nutrition. It's a well-trusted brand, and for men, they need different minerals and vitamins than women. So that's the one I choose. So that's essential supplement number 2. A lot of people say they don't really work and they're not effective and they don't absorb, but as long as you have these with food, i.e. fat-carrying food, it will allow the body to absorb it. If you just have it on its own, it's not very effective, but have it with a meal and it's fine 3 times a day. The non-essential that goes with that you could choose, and I'm just trying it out, is magnesium, because the Optimen doesn't have a huge amount of magnesium, and I've been looking up the magnesium needs for men, and I've been getting a few muscle cramps before this, and so magnesium, this is 150 milligrams from Healtheries, just to see if that will help muscle cramps, and it also helps sleep and recovery. So that's one that you could try out. Another one that I'm trying is vitamin D. This is really good in the winter because there's less sunlight coming into your eyes and onto your skin. This just makes sure you're getting enough vitamin D during the winter. Trying that out, it's helping my mood, my energy, and it's worth a shot. The final one that I'm trying out that actually I don't think is very effective at the moment, it's garlic, vitamin C, zinc, and Echinacea or something like that. Trying that out. Garlic's meant to help absorption, and it's basically immune help and all this stuff and symptoms of cold and flu. So these two are kind of just helping me through the winter, and this one's helping with muscle cramps and recovery. Essential supplement number 3 is creatine. Now creatine, a lot of people say it's a drug. It's not a drug. Creatine is a substance that's found in red meats like beef, and it helps with ATP production. ATP is like your muscles' immediate energy stores. When you do a set, you're using up ATP, and once that's out, your muscle is fatigued and it can't do any more. The muscle's not gone, it's just fatigued. So this will help keep your ATP levels up. It will hydrate the muscle, so you do get water drawn into the muscle. And it's like giving your muscle a kind of a turbocharger, your engine a turbocharger, giving you a few extra reps, a bit more endurance, and giving you that little edge. I do it with capsules because powder really doesn't taste nice in drinks, and it's a really convenient way to just get some capsules down. 5 grams a day of this, and it's really good for making sure my ATP levels are suitable for the workouts. I'll do a video about this in the future to talk about best ways to take it and the myths and all that to go along with it. And essential supplement number 4 is fish oil. This one is from bodybuilding.com purely because it was a little cheaper online. And as long as you check the label on the back, making sure that it's got the right amounts of omega-3, because there can be different concentration levels, so check it's got enough. This one's got 1,000 milligrams, so that's good. And it's got 180 milligrams of EPA and 120 of DPA, so that's healthy. Because a lot of people, they get their healthy fats, but they don't get enough omega-3s. They get too many omega-6s compared to omega-3s. So this really helps with things like your joints and your absorption of food, your hormones, all that good stuff. So I take 3 capsules a day, essential supplement number 4. On top of that, there are a few others that you can try. Remember, everything works differently for every person, so try what works best for you. If it doesn't work, move on. If it does work, great. If it does work for you, don't believe anybody else. If it works for you, it works for you. Just try and see what happens. For me, I've been trying the EHP Labs OxyShred. I've been talking about this before in pre-workouts. If I need a bit of energy, I use OxyShred. Basically, pre-workouts for me have too much caffeine. They give me a headache and they make me crash. So this has a bit less caffeine. It's got some immunity boosters, some mood enhancers, a few multivitamins for your immediate workout needs. So this, I find, gives me a slow, steady amount of energy to get me through a workout if I haven't had much that morning before breakfast. So give that a try if pre-workouts are not working for you. Another one you can try if you're an endurance athlete or someone who's doing a lot of sports is an electrolyte drink. This is not needed if you're doing a typical gym workout because it's not long enough. If you're doing a long endurance activity, a cardio, something like a marathon or half marathon kind of intensity, then an electrolyte can be good to help replenish your electrolytes after that kind of activity. I really don't use it much except if I do really long runs. I haven't used this in ages, but it's there if I need it. The other thing I have on hand on tap is BCAAs, again, Optimum Nutrition. BCAAs are just like the amino acids I talked about in the protein video. They're amino acids, the essential amino acids that aren't produced by the body. And these BCAAs are very fast absorbing compared to a typical protein powder, much faster absorbing. If you want to go for a workout or do a cardio before breakfast, these are really good just to make sure that you've got some amino acids going in your system so that you don't get catabolic in your workout before your first meal. So I only really have these if I'm doing fasted cardio or fasted workouts, and I'll talk about the benefits of those and how to safely manage it in another video. Finally, one you can try is green tea extract. I try and drink a fair bit of green tea. It's got so many immune and hormone and everything benefits for fat loss. So if you can drink plenty of green tea, that's great. And I sometimes just have this just to supplement it if I can't get green tea during the day. So I've just been trying all of these supplements out over a period of time. Throwing away ones that don't work, but if I'm noticing an actual difference in my performance, my mood, my ability, then I will keep it. And I'm just trying to change one thing at a time, controlling all the variables, change one, and look at the results that come from that. So these are the 4 essential supplements you need if you're surviving on a budget and you just want supplements that will give you maximum effect with minimal cost. You need a good brand whey protein powder. You need a good multivitamin, specifically for men if you're a man, a woman if you're a woman. You need creatine, i.e. in capsule form or powder, whichever you prefer, and fish oil. If you're getting plenty of tuna and salmon and fish products in your diet, then you may not need that, otherwise you can supplement with it. So that's it from me. What do you think? Do you think these are the essential supplements? Do you think I've missed any? Do you think they're not essential? Leave some comments below. Always remember to like this video, share, subscribe on YouTube and like on Facebook. Keep the questions coming in, and I'm going to talk more about these supplements in more detail in other videos as they come up. Have a great day guys, see you next time. So a multivitamin, oh for God's sake. Right, essential supplement number 1 is protein powder. The one I go for